Hey guys, it's Mike. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about a subject that's very near and dear to my heart. Ashwagandha. But what is ashwagandha? Well, ashwagandha is a herb that's grown in, what country? Give me a second here. Ashwagandha, I think, is grown in like India, that part of the world, Middle East. I hope I'm right.
Same thing, yeah.
Around there. And it's a herb that has been making the waves on TikTok through funny videos such as this one.
Yo, bro, your girl is really hot.
She is, bro. But she's not as good looking as your girlfriend.
Bro, for some reason, you've been gaining some weight lately. Did
Yeah.
you stop working out?
I've been doing your workout program, bro.
What do you mean? You calling me fat?
You're not fat. You're a pig.
I've been taking it in gummy form, and you can find it at basically any pharmacy. But before I took it, I asked myself, these effects on TikTok, are they real or are they just completely exaggerated? But I wanted to do some research before about the effects. So what ashwagandha does is that basically it reduces the stress hormone cortisol. And in doing so, it can help reduce stress and anxiety, as well as help with sleep, regulate your mood, and an added bonus, it can also help with muscle growth. So I decided to undertake the challenge of taking ashwagandha for a whole month. So without further ado, here's what I noticed after taking ashwagandha for 30 days. Effect number one was a general state of relaxation. Ashwagandha made me, in informal terms, just a lot more chill.
Is everything chill because it's cool? Is everything cool because it's chill?
Nothing was urgent. Problems weren't problems. I felt like going to the French Riviera and putting my feet up, even in the middle of exam season. It doesn't matter. A big example of this is that I lost my sense of urgency. One time, it was -10 outside, and I either had the choice between a 15-minute walk to school, cutting across downtown Montreal, which if you look at a map, you'll see that there's no efficient public transportation to do that, or a 45-minute metro ride. But I was like, you know what? Whatever. I'm gonna take the long way because I want to stay warm and I have no rush. So I took the metro ride and I went around, away from where I needed to go back, even though I was way less efficient. When I tell people the story, they're like, dude, you're nuts. Just bear the cold for 15 minutes. I was like, dude, I'm on ashwagandha. No. So that's number one. Effect number two, emotional numbness. I noticed this a lot in the sense that before my days were highs and lows. I would go from a 10 to a 2 to an 8 to a 3 to a 9, back to a 1 to a 5, and it was just all over the place. Now, after ashwagandha, my days hover at about a 7 out of 10. Dramatic events are no longer that dramatic. It sounds like a good thing, but it was problematic when I had to do basic things like exercise, or prepare for exams, or study, or do my taxes. These tasks that in quotes were important and that needed to get done, sure, I did them, but just with a lot less urgency, and with a lot less urgency comes a lot less quality than I normally would have expected out of myself, just because I was so emotionally numb to the outcome. So while being emotionally numb can sound like a good thing, there are limitations to it. Number three, this one was a slight issue that I noticed, although it wasn't huge. Even though ashwagandha can help you with sleep, for someone whose sleep is already pretty good, this just made me tired and drowsy. I would notice at about 2 p.m., I would find the urge to just want to put my feet up and go to sleep. But this was abnormal, even for me. Normally you get that lunchtime after eating a big meal, tiredness and drowsiness. This was beyond that, as in I literally couldn't keep my eyes open in certain moments and would literally fall asleep in class. So that wasn't a good thing. Number four, this isn't really an effect, but it's more of a caveat to all of this, is that there is the chance that I'm falling under a placebo effect. Is what I'm experiencing actually because of ashwagandha? Or is it because I'm telling myself that it's because of ashwagandha, and therefore I play into this character that I've called Ashwagandha Mike? A version of Mike that's a lot more chill, nonchalant, relaxed, and oftentimes apathetic. For example, that story about the metro. Did I decide to take a long route to school because I actually was feeling relaxed that day? Or was it because I wanted to be able to tell a funny story about how ashwagandha has been messing with my body and how funny it would be to add 30 minutes to my trip? Number five, and this is by far the biggest effect that I've seen after taking ashwagandha, is that it's allowed me to look at my problems more objectively. Rather than looking at a problem and feeling the emotion detached to it and letting myself go down this mental rabbit hole of what happens if I don't do this? Who am I gonna upset? All of that just stopped. And instead of being attached emotionally to the problem, I was able to almost look at it as if it was somebody else dealing with it. And I was able to tell myself, Mike, this problem, it's not attached to you. It exists for sure, but you're gonna be all right. Here's the final takeaway. Would I recommend ashwagandha to somebody? And my answer is do your own research, because something that helps me may not help you. For example, there are a lot of negative side effects I talked about. It could cause drowsiness. It may mess up your sleep. If you already have certain issues with digestion and things like that, it may complicate those. So I would suggest for you to do your own research. Another big issue is that, like I did say before, it does help with emotional and mental regulation. But the danger with that is that I fear that I may get dependent on a drug to deal with my mental health. And that is a very, very dangerous road that I want to be very careful to not recommend and to not go down myself. So, like I said, do your own research. Ashwagandha has helped me, but make sure to educate yourself. The ashwagandha mic, super chill. You, ashwagandha, whatever your name is, may not be as chill. See you in the next video. Ciao.
Half those things in the song ain't true. You text me just to talk about you. It might be